Welcome back to Plot Twist Street, the corner of Weatherfield where familiar Coronation Street storylines are stripped bare, revealing darker motives, fractured loyalties, and secrets powerful enough to destroy lives. This time, we dive headfirst into the gripping events airing on Monday, January 12th, an episode where emotional pressure reaches breaking point, threats turn chillingly real, and long-buried truths finally claw their way to the surface. The hour opens beneath a suffocating cloud of fear surrounding Lisa, who is barely keeping herself together. During a fleeting but devastating slip while speaking to Carla, Lisa reveals the truth she has been desperately trying to suppress: Becky has not let her go. The threats continue, the control remains, and if Lisa dares to step out of line, Becky is prepared to drag her down with her. These are no longer hollow warnings. They are calculated acts of psychological warfare, slowly eroding Lisa's sense of safety and control. When Betsy overhears the revelation, it becomes the final spark that ignites her fury. Already furious at the damage Becky has inflicted on her family, Betsy refuses to sit back and wait for justice that may never come. Instead, she takes matters into her own hands. Fueled by anger and fear, Betsy heads straight to the prison, determined to confront Becky face to face. What follows is a volatile and emotionally charged showdown, where resentment, terror, and raw hatred collide. Becky shows no remorse, only barely concealed rage. Her chilling calm leaves viewers asking the most unsettling question of all: is she bluffing, or is she truly capable of carrying out every threat she's made? Back on the street, the emotional fallout is devastating. Betsy is spiraling, and Carla immediately recognizes the signs of a young woman on the brink. Panic grips Betsy as the weight of everything she's witnessed crashes down on her. Terrified of being left alone with her thoughts, she begs Carla to stay. It's a heartbreaking moment, a reminder of just how fragile Betsy has become after enduring more trauma than any teenager should. Carla offers comfort, but the question lingers: can she truly be the anchor Betsy needs, or is she being pulled deeper into Becky's dangerous web herself? Elsewhere, the Cobbles are rocked by another explosive revelation. David and Shona are left reeling when Jod suddenly confesses that she too was involved in the car crash all those years ago. The admission shatters their understanding of the past, reopening wounds they thought had healed. Is Jod another victim of circumstance, or has she been hiding something far darker? The tension escalates when David later finds Jod alone in the hospital car park, locked in a full-blown panic attack. She's shaking, gasping for breath, and completely overwhelmed. When she admits she has nowhere left to go, David is torn between compassion and self-preservation. Should he turn away to protect his family's fragile peace, or offer help to someone clearly on the edge, even if it risks dragging chaos back into his life? Meanwhile, a long-simmering financial secret finally erupts. At the hotel, Ryan confronts Debbie with undeniable proof that Carl has been siphoning money from her accounts for months. This isn't speculation. The figures are precise, documented, and impossible to ignore, yet the shock is too much for Debbie to process. Refusing to accept Ryan's accusations, she clings to the hope that there is still an innocent explanation. Determined to hear it from Carl himself, she prepares for a confrontation that could finally tear his carefully constructed facade apart, or allow him to wriggle free once more. Alongside the adult drama, quieter tensions are brewing. When Daniel and Megan arrive at number 1 with Birdie's birthday cake and presents, Will watches from a distance, his jealousy unmistakable. Daniel is honest with Megan about Will's recent behavior, even admitting that he's landed himself in detention. When Daniel casually suggests that Megan might attend Birdie's birthday party the following day, her delight is immediate, and devastating for Will. His resentment deepens, hinting at emotions that may soon spiral into unpredictable consequences. This episode of Coronation Street masterfully weaves together threats, buried secrets, psychological trauma, and life-altering choices. Every character stands at a crossroads, where one wrong decision could change everything. and the darkness doesn't end there. The storyline continues to plunge deeper into Todd Grimshaw's harrowing ordeal. His abuser, Theo, has kept him trapped in a nightmare of coercive control, subjecting him to ritual humiliation, relentless gaslighting, and brutal violence. Isolated from everyone who ever cared about him, Todd has struggled to see a way out. Hope briefly appeared when Billy Mayhew began to suspect the truth. During Debbie Webster's wedding, Billy noticed the bruises Todd was desperately trying to hide. After another vicious beating, Todd finally confided in his old friend, exposing the horrifying reality of his abuse. But salvation came too late. In ITV's highly anticipated spin-off, Todd, Billy, and Theo were all aboard the minibus involved in a catastrophic multi-vehicle crash. As flames engulfed the wreckage, Theo was given a choice, and made the most chilling one imaginable. Driven by jealousy, he deliberately fastened the seatbelt of an unconscious Billy, ensuring he couldn't escape, before leaving him to die. In that moment, Theo crossed the line from abuser to murderer. Now grieving, alone, and emotionally shattered, Todd is at his most vulnerable, and Theo knows it. With Billy gone, Theo sees the perfect opportunity to slither back into Todd's life, offering comfort while tightening his grip. Worse still, it has been confirmed that Theo's next targets are those closest to Todd's heart, Summer Spellman and George Shuttleworth. Summer represents the daughter Todd never had. George is not only his boss but a father figure who gave him purpose and belonging. Their love threatens Theo's control, and that makes them dangerous. In the coming episodes, Theo begins to manipulate and target them both, presenting himself as supportive while secretly dismantling Todd's remaining lifelines. Guilt over Billy's death and an obsessive fear of losing Todd push Theo into even more dangerous territory. As grief consumes Todd, he slowly becomes dependent on the man who destroyed him. Theo's feigned devotion convinces Todd that he cannot survive alone, pulling him back into the familiar cycle of emotional highs and devastating lows. This storyline refuses easy answers. Instead, it portrays domestic abuse with unflinching realism, showing how control does not end when someone walks away. With raw performances and deeply unsettling scenes ahead, the tension now lies not only in what Theo might do next, but in whether Todd can recognize the trap before it closes again. As danger looms over Summer and George, the line between protector and predator grows increasingly blurred. What looks like loyalty may soon reveal itself as something far more sinister, with consequences that could ripple across the entire street. Coronation Street continues to confront viewers with the harsh reality that escape is rarely simple, and survival often comes at a terrible cost. The question remains, will Todd finally break free for good, or will Theo's grip prove impossible to escape? Coronation Street airs weeknights at 8:30 p.m. on ITV1 and is available to stream on ITVX. Thanks for watching, and remember, on Plot Twist Street, no secret stays buried forever.